Yo, what's up? This is Wale. You're on the seat with Trace Urban.
You're in Nigeria for the first time. How does it feel?
It's good. Jet lag crazy though. Jet lag has been very crazy for me, but for the most part, I just been enjoying the people. You know, the weather is much different than what it is in America right now. Yeah.
Did you have an impression about Nigeria and the way it was before you got here?
No, I didn't like as far as expectations. I didn't have any. Like, I mean, you hear stuff on like the news or stuff like that, but then you hear another side of it from your family. You know, and then you hear a difference on the internet, and then you meet artists from here. So it's just like there's so many different opinions on it. I'd rather just form my own after a stay.
The Johnny Walker event is coming up. You excited? How do you feel about it?
You know, in Nigeria, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm anxious, nervous, all of those things, but at the same time, like a part of me, looks at it like just any other event that I have to do. You know, I'm a professional, so a big part of me is just looking at like, all right, I'm gonna do what I got to do as a professional and make sure everybody's satisfied.
Are you a Formula One fan?
No, I watch racing not as much as I do like basketball and like American football. Like I can't lie, like those are my two like passions.
When you landed, first impression of Nigeria. As soon as you got off the plane, first impression.
Warm. That was my first impression. It was like it's just a lot warm.
You mentioned meeting Nigerian artists. Do you have any favorite artists? Any favorite songs?
Well, I got a cousin that just plays it all day, so it's like I can't really form. I've heard all the hottest upcoming. You know what I'm saying? But like it's almost at a point I can't differentiate them. You know, I like Wizkid, I like Ice Prince, Olamide. I've been hearing a lot about him. My cousin just put me on to him. Nato C. I try to keep abreast of everything that's going on in the world, let alone America and Nigeria. But my knowledge of it is growing fast.
Growing up, did you have more of an American background or a Nigerian background? Your parents?
Through my parents, it was all Nigerian. I mean, I didn't really have any. Like the cousins that I spend the most time with all had Nigerian parents. They were all born in America, had Nigerian parents, mother and father. All my uncles married Nigerian, all my aunts married Nigerian. None of them came to America and married an American. So my parents met in D.C. They're both from Ondo State. That's all I really. That's all we ate Nigerian food growing up until I had money to leave to go to. So I got the full experience.
Did you have parents that during graduation would come with like food regalia and gilly and everything else to your school?
Yeah, no, graduations, everything. Like, yeah, they would, I had to wear my natives until like 4th grade, 5th grade, where I was like, it's becoming too much to explain to the American kids at my school. So, but like, they wear their natives at big events all the time.
Did you feel embarrassed?
When I was younger, because it's just like, you don't understand. Like at 8 years old, 9 years old, kids, that's all they want to do is make fun of stuff. So, I had a lot of fights growing up.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that. This kid was the first Nigerian artist you worked with? We heard your collabo.
I did, like, not on an original song, yeah. A lot of them were like freestyles, like No One Be Like You, and then 10 over 10.
Okay.
And I did those freestyles like on my own. Like I didn't really know the artist.
You've kind of gone from, or what seems like, you've gone from 0 to 60 really, really fast in a short amount of time. Let's say maybe 2-3 years. That's what it seems like to everyone else. Not everyone that knows about your underground scene before you became mainstream and everything else. Has your relationship with your family changed at all since you've become like a megastar?
Well, I started in 2007 as far as like being on the scene. So I like in our terms, like nobody can see it like it happened that fast. Like it still really hasn't all the way happened yet for me. So but I mean, fame changes yourself and the people around you. So no matter what, I don't care if you famous plumber in town.
Okay.
That notoriety is gonna change how people act, and it's gonna change, in turn, change how you act.
When you go home, is your mother still like, you still have to do ballet for me when you see me and things like that?
Yeah, well, funny thing is I never had to do ballet for my parents.
Everybody else?
Everybody else, though. I'm talking about uncles, aunts, uncles, you know what I'm saying? And I got not a super big family in Nigeria, in America, but my family's kind of popular. So you grow up not even knowing who's your real uncle and who's your real auntie and all that. Like, so you just end up bothering anybody in natives that you see.
Anyone that's supposed to be older
Yeah,
than you,
anybody
right?
who's older than you, anybody's at your aunt's house.
Okay. Nigerian food, favorites, anything you hate, anything you don't really like?
I just eat rice, all types of rice. I mean, I used to eat Eba and all that when I was little, but I got a beer belly enough from some other stuff. That just triples your stomach.
The extra carbs that I needed.
It's just pure carbs.
If you were stuck on an island, what 3 items would you take with you?
My phone. Barring that they had some sort of magical way I could charge my phone. TV. And with the TV, it comes all my video games and all that. We got phone, TV, and computer. It's just something. It's a good calm down from everything that's going on here. Like everything that's going on in like the music industry or personal life, all that. So it's just a good like immediate fix.
You mentioned sports. You're a big football fan. Everyone saw you in the Super Eagles jersey and everything else. If you weren't in music, would you possibly maybe be a football player?
You know, I mean, that's what I was doing. That's what I was devoting my time to when I was in school. So,
What was your first job?
first job, probably like I worked at this bagel store when I was young. Like when I was like first allowed to like get a job, like like 14 years old
14,
maybe,
yeah.
and I worked there and I just bought all shoes with my money. Like all I was buying was shoes and t-shirts. I don't even think I was buying jeans at that point. I was just buying every shoe that came out, every cool shirt that came out. That's what all my money was doing.
Tell us something that people don't ordinarily know about you.
Probably the amount of hours I put in like my music, or like if I'm helping somebody else, or maybe the amount of artists that I help like behind the scenes. Like there's the stuff that I've done, whether wrote something for somebody or gave somebody a record. Like I've done that a lot of times in my career. Like people will never know, that type of stuff.
You have a favorite record of yours?
Everything on my new album is like the stuff that I listen to now. Like I listen to all my old stuff here and there, but like the stuff on my new album is special. It's special. I think it's more special than people really understand. And as the years go, people will refer back to that album.
3 songs on your iPod or you play in your car constantly on rotation.
88 from my album. Black Heroes on my album. Fly Jay-Z, Blueprint or American Gangster album.
If you could have dinner with one famous person, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Probably Tupac, because he just seemed like he had a lot to say. And I don't think any people close to him really took the time to listen to everything that he had to say. That's why, when he got in public, he would say all he could. I don't think nobody, I don't know, I could be assuming, but I just felt like he seems like a person like that nobody really was paying attention to. Like he needed to be heard, or he needed some help in delivering his message. So that's what I think.
What would you like people to say about you when you die?
He worked hard, and he was a hard worker, and he really tried, he tried the level in which I tried to appease everybody or appease the fans, family, and all that was at a high level.
If you were a superhero, you had one superpower, what would it be?
Super fast, like teleportation or something, go like this, and go back to more planes, no more hotels, man.
Do you speak Yoruba, any of those languages, any of the Nigerian languages?
Small. My Yoruba, the years that I was supposed to be learning English and whatever I was going to be speaking in my life, there was a 6-year period I only saw my parents when I'm going to sleep or I'm waking up, because they was working. They was working for all the things that we would have later in life. But we were real poor, from the hospital. We didn't even have a phone in the house from the hospital when I was delivered. That's why I was born in the house. But in the hospital to maybe like 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was never home. The only time you see him is like the weekends if we going somewhere specifically, or when I wake up at night. So all that interaction with your parents that you really have at a young age, I have like few stories because it's like they weren't home. It's like once we turned 10 and 9, we didn't have a babysitter anymore. We were home. Me and my brother was the only ones home. Like, there was not really much dialogue that you could pick up from. You go to school in the morning, it's all Americans. You got the most ghetto project kids that was our friends, and then you got the kids at school, and that's it. By the time you're 14, you're not really learning anything. It's like what you learn in school. You're not gonna really learn that language like that.
What kind of pranks did you play as a kid? You guys must have had a lot of like free time on your own and stuff. What kind of stuff did you guys do?
All the stuff that we did. Like, I went to different school with my brother, so like I had a whole another set of people that I was around. They were a completely different way than the people my brother went to school with. So all my pranks really came like later in life, like stuff like on the tour bus and stuff like that. And that's just like, you know, put the pillow over somebody's face when they sleeping, or, you know, tickle somebody, or, you know what I'm saying, all the little stuff that ain't gonna get too serious on the bus.
Growing up, how did you reconcile your Nigerian at home and you stepped out the door, you're not this American kid? How did you reconcile those two worlds?
With the world off? Well, the only people that can relate to like being Nigerian for real is the cousins that we had. You know, those are our families close like that. With our cousins, we're like a step or two closer than our friends outside the family. You know what I'm saying? So those are the only people that can relate to that Nigerian world for real. You know, Monday through Friday at school, not many Nigerian kids in school, or if any. So, you know, it's still, you live in that American world unless you're in the house.
Johnny Walker, Saturday, VIP lifestyle event. What can we expect from you?
Energy, you know, songs that they may or may not know, but energy. Yo, what's up? This is Wale. You're watching Trace Urban, where we love hip hop and R&B.
Hip hop, to the top, hip hop, check it out, it's like that, and it sounds so hot. Hip hop, you the love of my life. I'm about to take it to the